Good morning, YouTube land. It's Sunday, and we're back for day 2 of the Put the Roof Back Together video. We're here live in the Merc Garage. I have not turned on the Chevy sign yet, but I'm going to because, well, I got a little ahead of myself, and before I turned on the camera, I completed the Judy chop, and I have chopped the roof, and the roof is back together. So, boink, boink, boink goes the tripod. We're going to lower you a little bit, get you a little better look. And we'll level the tripod. And there. Judy chop. So, how do we know that our chop is correct? We have square. Set square. Square sits. Move square. Square sits. Roof is Judy chopped and square. So, that's done. Got that done. Out of the way. Should have filmed it, but it's just a bunch of tags. You can see it's like ding, 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 ding. Okay, so that's done. So now, we have to fit that corner of the roof, and we have to fit this corner of the roof. So, that's today's mission. So, we're going to leave our tack welds for now. I'm not going to weld it in solid because it is a rat rod. Don't forget. So, there we go. We got some nice little burn throughs because it was thin. I got a little zealous. Yeah, you know, it's okay. Flat disc, make it look new. So, roof is on. We got to get that trimmed up, get the other one trimmed up, and we can tack these in place, and then we'll go with our little strips, and we'll have something. So, let's put you on pause and get set up. Okay, so the last video I posted was 9 days ago. I started a day 2 video of us putting this roof back together. And I started this video that you're watching now off by saying I got a little ahead of myself Saturday afternoon late, and I did some more fitting. And what I did was I took the original drip rail angle of the cab and I lined up the quarter section, this is the driver's side, and started kind of aligning everything, and I wanted to see how it was going to fit together. And I cut the inside of this the front section of the roof panel out with the plasma cutter, and I started cutting patches with the plasma and doing different things. But if you notice, the shop's quiet, and it's been quiet for 9 days because Sunday morning, I was doing a little bit of trimming, and I had safety glasses on, and the whole 9 yards like I normally do when I'm running the cutoff tool. I use these metal blades rather than death wheels because I don't trust the death wheels. But I was cutting, and I felt a little tiny spark, I guess, bounce off my cheek, and I felt it hit my right eye. And I didn't think much of it at the time. The photo I just posted before this little clip it was 4 days later. I had no focus in the right eye. It matted itself shut for 2 days. I had to get an eye patch, and it didn't work for a week. This is Tuesday, not the Tuesday following that Sunday morning video that started this, but a week later. I have been without the use of my right eye for a week. So, as you can see, everything's nice and quiet. Nothing's gotten done. We're kind of at a standstill until this eye gets back where it'll focus. It is getting better. I can 70% probably use it right now. So, I think a couple more days will be okay, and I'll be able to get back to work. This is one of my extra helmets, this Lincoln. I'm going to be using it as a grinding helmet from now on because that little tiny one spark shut me down for a week and just about cost me a trip to the eye doctor. So I had been using, and I'll show you, just regular safety glasses, which these are what I had on when I was cutting that little section of roof And I mean, these are just standard safety glasses, but whatever decided to go in my eye, I think it was just a spark, bounced underneath those off my cheek and in my eye. And it shut me down for a week and 2 days. I'm just now, I think I'm good enough that if I wanted to start working, I could. But I've ordered a couple more of those cutoff wheels. They're due today. They were actually due yesterday. Amazon was supposed to bring them. But anyway, I hadn't done any video all week because I couldn't see well enough to do it. But this is where I got before everything went south. So we're going to pick up here, and you can see that I had to move this quite a bit to get the alignment where I wanted. And once I'm happy with this drip edge, then the rest of this will fall into place. That I'm not worried about. But what I'm going to do first is, once I'm happy here, then I'm going to do what I call cut and butt, because the actual inside of the roof comes over to right here where my finger is. So we're going to split the difference. We'll cut it. This outside will fall away. The inside of this will fall away, and it'll make a nice gap. We can go right down and tack it back together. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And once I have this part secured and this part tacked, then I'll work on fitting the back together as I lose my balance in my snow boots. And then we'll be okay. But we did get a good snow, so I know a lot of you guys got it too. And it's well, you can see right now it's a blustery 30 degrees in the shop, so that's okay though. I've got a coat, and we're gonna work, probably start tomorrow again. So, but I wanted to get you guys updated. I just was kind of hesitant to start editing video until I felt good enough that I could, you know, kind of give you an update. So let me see if I can get this to flip. Okay, so anyway, yeah, there's the eye. Still a little bit red, still hurts, but it's 100% better than it was in that photo. It was, that pain was just horrible for the last week, and it's finally starting to come around. So don't take anything for granted safety wise. I thought, you know, safety glasses would be good. It's no, we're going back to wearing the full helmet. And, you know, you only got two eyes, so take care of them or you won't be working on anything. So I'm going to wrap this, get it edited, get it up. And if Amazon comes today with my new cutoff wheels, then tomorrow we'll start back on this again. So anyway, that's an update. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good week.